Someone who has been hurt, you will hear them saying love is wicked. Even you have ever heard a song saying, I look at you, you have a very nice figure, you're beautiful, and I just imagine I want to sleep. If you know about yourself, you're able to communicate clearly what you want.
Yeah, I cannot eat. You're the only beings in my life.
If you cannot sleep literally because of
good people, my gorgeous name is Damaris Bindio, and today we'll be having a mashup of activities and beautiful conversations about healthy relationships. And by the way, are you aware of a healthy relationship? And is the relationship healthy? We always hear about love. What is love? I love you, you love me, we love each other. So what is love? What's the definition of love? How can we say that this person loves me, that person loves me? Is love, can it be seen? Or how is it defined for us to understand what is love?
There's no definite definition about love. Different people define it based on their experience, and others also define it based on the culture and the kind of love. You also have to know there are different kind of love. We have agape love. We have family
love?
Yes, you don't know about agape love. We have now the romantic love.
Okay.
Now, which is might be the main topic about the relationship between two opposite sex and the sexual one. And then we have also family love. So, but what I can say is, based on your experience, you can define love. Because someone who has been hurt, you will hear them saying love is wicked. Even you have ever heard a song saying love is wicked. Ones who do not see any meaningful thing about love, they will say love is blind. It all depends, but basically it's a strong feeling of attraction towards someone, and this one is based on knowledge and not necessarily what people can see. But you've been able to be with this person for long enough to know them, the inside out of them, so that you can definitely say that I'm in love with this person. So love is based on knowledge, but it's also defined differently based on how culture has made you think about love.
Okay, so I think I do have a question to pose unto you,
Yes.
Bernard. Yes. So we say that you've defined and said that love is based also, culture is there, it takes part. You can say that you have also explained that love, yes, it's between people, it's mutual, that you have a friend, right? But this friend loves you sexually, but you only see them as a friend. Yes, you love them as how you've defined love, you love them, but you do not love them sexually. You only love them as a friend, but for them they love you in a romantic way, right? But because you feel like you are attached to this person in kind of a way, and you do not understand, maybe is it the romantic love or the normal love of a friend, you decide, let's dive deeper into this. But when you dive deeper into this, you come and find like, no, this was not supposed to be there. It goes like astray, it like moves away. So that's always asking like, why?
I think it's expectation. Most of the time we do not make it clear, because if I make it clear how I love you, you'll be able to know. Because even if you are a Christian, you will know even the Bible says,
oh my God,
the Bible commands you to love.
Yes.
So that means maybe that person can be loving in a Christian way, and you don't know. I'm just saying you have to confirm. Most of the time we assume, and we don't share our expectations.
Yes.
Especially if I say I love you and then you don't probe further the expectations and why I've said I love you. If you allow me to explain a little bit, there are different feelings that are involved. Okay. There's also lust, there's also infatuation, and there's love. So if you talk about like lust, you have a strong feeling towards someone, but it's just based on the physical appearance. Especially, I look at you, you have a very nice figure, you're beautiful, and I just imagine I want to sleep with this lady. Then after that, everything just vanishes. And then you are expecting like, now, after we have slept, now we can have something.
Yeah.
But now the other person was not feeling like it was lust. I was just impressed by your body. I was just impressed how you look. And that is it. Moving to infatuation. Infatuation is also a strong feeling towards someone, but it's mostly confused with love. Because infatuation You find, have you ever heard those statements? Someone says, I cannot sleep without you.
I cannot
eat.
You're the only beings in my life.
If you cannot sleep literally because of love, that is not love. Because love is a beautiful thing. It's supposed to make you become better.
Okay.
So when you find someone saying, I cannot sleep, I cannot concentrate, then you just know this is now infatuation. It's a very strong feeling towards someone that is based on appearance, just like lust. But it can last for around 6 months up to 1 year. So you find that if you have such kind of feelings towards someone, you will feel like you're really in love. But after some time, you realize, I was just infatuated. But most people do not know if it's infatuation or if it's love. We just say it's love. You also find that you're also not proud of this person.
Oh my, you can love someone and not be proud of that person.
Yes.
Like,
have you ever seen someone like, we are walking with you on the road?
Right.
I meet my friend and I say, meet my cousin, and you're comfortable. I say, okay, my friend, they're not hiding you, and you're feeling, I'm feeling loved. So if they're not proud of you, that means there is something that they're just infatuated. If you want to find out if you're really in love, what experiencing is love or infatuation, look out all those signs. Like, for example, are they proud of you? Someone becomes so selfish. If you don't come today, it's over. If you don't sleep with you today, it's over. If you don't do this for me, it's over. If you don't buy for me a gift for Valentine, it's over. You always put their conditions. Of course, it's good to be jealous, but too much jealous is also a sign of being infatuated. You end up starting to control someone. You end up now, you should not do this. So someone does not feel comfortable. Have you ever been in a relationship, but now you're not yourself?
Yeah, right.
When you're with someone there, even you cannot crack jokes the way you used to crack jokes. Just because he has streamlined you in a way you're supposed to be behaving. So you find yes, I had a friend who was very comical, or he was a comedian.
Yeah.
So when he is with his girlfriend, the guy is so quiet, he cannot. I'm wondering, why are you not even cracking jokes? But he has been cornered. He's not himself. So if you find yourself in most cases, you are not yourself, you are not able to express yourself and to see growth, then just know that is not love. But now when it comes to love, love is based on knowledge. There are people who say there's love at first sight.
No.
But love at first sight is basically infatuation.
Oh my!
Yes.
So when you just say, oh my, feeling love at first sight, it's only infatuation.
That is infatuation. But the good thing is, if infatuation is nurtured well, it can lead to love.
Okay.
If it's nurtured well.
Yeah, I've heard the word in caps, if it's nurtured well.
Yes, it can lead to love. But if it's not nurtured, then of course the feeling will just fade away. If I tell you, why do you love this person, and you tell me the things I can see, then there's nothing there. Someone else can be able to see that.
So you want to say when you're describing a person who you love, there are things that basically not the physical things that people see. There is that other being in them that you are supposed to
like
see.
Someone else doesn't know. Because if you tell me he has a nice figure, of course everyone can see he has a nice figure. You have beautiful eyes. Everyone can see. Now tell me something that is different. And that is based on knowledge.
Maybe can you give us an example of how someone can
Because if I'm in love with you and I've been with you, I will be able to know you're caring, which someone else cannot know.
Yeah.
There are other things that you can be able to do that I know I understand you better than someone else. Yes. So that is what we should always be looking at. But those three feelings always confuse people. Share your expectation. Of course, first time you always don't share your expectation, but also understand the kind of feeling you're feeling so that you don't get into something that becomes harmful when you start saying all men are like this or all women are like this.
It's just a saying. It's just a saying that a lot of people say. So you've talked about the three feelings, and I do really understand them. Yes. So how can you know you're not infatuated and you're not in lust, you love? Because you've spoken, you said infatuation takes like 6 months to 1 year, right? Mm-hmm. Lust, it can be a day, it can be a week.
After you have achieved the objective.
Oh my, that was so big.
Yes.
So last is after you've already got the objective that you wanted, it's done with.
You have seen the beauty and you have said, wow, or you have seen this handsome man.
You release yourself,
yes,
it's done.
You had it and then
you go.
Nothing more.
Nothing more. So we've talked about also infatuation, say that it lasts like from 6 months to a year. Yes. So how would you be able to know? Because I mean, there are more relationships that take like for example, 6 months to a year. And how will you able to know that I'm in love? I'm not infatuated, I'm not in lust.
One, I said, watch out for those signs. Like the one I said, are they proud of you?
Okay.
And that is one thing. Are they selfish?
Okay.
They give you conditions.
Okay.
And are you also proud of them? Ama ni kitu ya kujificha.
Okay.
I believe a relationship is supposed to enhance you, not to make you become worse. It's supposed to make you become better. So if you're not seeing yourself becoming better, just know that there is something wrong here. If also see someone is also too much controlling, jealousy, and is so into himself, because if I want thing, I want it to be done like this, I want it to be, if you don't give me this, this is over. Giving you conditions, then those are signs that tells you that this is just infatuation. So, but if it's nurtured, that's why I said if it's nurtured well, it can be cultivated based on knowledge, starting to understand each other, and building something beautiful out of it.
Okay, by the way, that brings me up to ask you a question. It's not a funny question though, but it's just a question I would like to maybe understand more about. So, by the way, why do people date? Why? Why do people decide, let's be together? I mean, you can decide to be alone. Live alone, they biblically saying that you have to get married, that you have to consummate, you have to have kids. Live alone, like, why do people just decide, wanna date? Why?
That's a very difficult question because each and everyone has their own reason why they date. I find it very not good, especially among young people nowadays, is what we call FOMO. FOMO is a feeling of missing out. Because you find someone else is dating, so I also have to have someone.
Oh my!
So the feeling of missing out makes you get into something that you have not planned for. You will find even I've also seen so many men, they are not interested in that girl, but the status that girl gives them. Because if I have a beautiful lady, I'm walking around and people are seeing me with that beautiful lady. They say, yeah, you manage. Yes. They ask you, how did you manage? Yeah. So that status also brings the in, because you are not yourself. You are looking, how do I fit in? How do I fit in? Especially you have friends around you who are doing some things that you're not doing. So when you have problems, especially with FOMO, then you'll want to fit into that. And you'll end up dating the wrong person, and you'll even have the wrong feeling towards someone that you had not planned. And that's why you find now a lot of people, they start and it's not working out. And also the way you have been, when you're starting something, we always have butterflies, but we don't know this relationship have stages. Those butterflies are going to disappear. Now it comes in the reality.
Where did the butterflies go?
Yeah. Because you have gotten used to someone. Okay. So you need to see how do you maneuver. Because most of the time, when you get into a relationship expecting that person to be doing something, then it's going to be very hard.
Yes.
But if you go there, you want to do something for the other party, the one you love, it's going to be easy for you. But one thing I always say, start dating if you know about yourself. About self-awareness. Yeah. Because if you are aware about yourself, then you know what you want, and you are able to go for it. Yeah. You are able to stand up and say, this is what I want, and this is how you are supposed to move on.
So this just brings us back to mental health.
Yes.
Like you should know yourself, understand yourself, know what you want, how you want it, when and where, right?
Yeah. That is the problem I have with most people, because they want people to understand them, but they don't understand themselves.
Oh my!
If you know about yourself, you are able to communicate clearly what you want from that relationship, and what you are going to also give in that relationship.